We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this off very differently. Go ahead.
All you gotta do is go to second swing,
Right.
some clubs,
Mm-hmm.
shoot to the driver range,
Yeah.
3 or 4 times,
So
and then play on the weekends. Just play off hours.
I'm talking to my guy over here about golf because talking about practice. We are not talking about practice. We're talking about sports. What up, Ski? And welcome to Bar Vibes and Bryce the Fourth, giving out raw reaction and interactive with the masses. No subject is safe. You hear the people and the noises. But what's the point? Because without the people, what is the point? Embracing vibrations. Shout out to Logan House. We're out here. There's not a lot of things to talk about football. If you know football, we're in that stage where it's just playoffs and for NHL, for NBA, and people are willing and dealing and doing whatever they're doing, blah 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 blah. But the schedules are starting to come out for the NFL. Sixers play on Christmas Day. I'm not sure that I like it. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I really don't. Have a good day, man. I don't know if I like it. I really don't, because we play the Giants, and Giants fans, don't be, that we've been dominating you for years. But I don't want that to, kill me on, it's Christmas. Whatever. But Jets Dolphins on Black Friday, which is dope, because you get 3 games on Thanksgiving, and then you wake up the next day, get another game. Let's go. And Jets Dolphins, I know, Alex, if you listen to this, which I hope you do, that's going to be a big fucking game. I know if you're a football fan, you're going to be watching it. Fire. But when it comes to sports, it's NBA playoffs right now. Sixers, they were down bad. Got Harden with his magnificent performance, and then you go into a game 5 where it's like, we're away. What do? Show up. They literally gave you the most complete playoff game of the season. Maxey pulling up. If you watch the videos, and I wish I could put them on, if you watch them, he literally was just pulling up. Don't care. Pull up. Don't care. Pull up. Don't care. He was 6 of 12. You give me 50% from the 3. Need it. Harden in Game 5 did not need to do what he needed. He did in the 2 40-point games that he did. Embiid on a knee that obviously needs to be repaired. He played with a knee brace and took it off. It was like, I don't need it. Don't need that. And cooked them. Mind you, he went to the line. He was 11 of 13 from the free throw line. But that's what elite players do. You create buckets. If it's not going in, you make sure that you get a chance to rectify that. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, I don't know what's going on here. They're 2 alphas, and I feel like each one are trying to say, hey, I'm that guy, where it's like, hey, if you don't get it going tonight, I need to make sure that you get it. Otherwise, I gotta get it. And then now neither one of them are doing that, and that is a problem. One of those players is leaving, but the biggest point in this is that the Sixers are at home for Game 6. Perfect time to stamp and get your players some rest and say, hey, we got it. And that leads me to the fact that I have no idea how the Knicks Heat, Jimmy Butler just being Jimmy Buns. That's what I Jimmy Buns. Jimmy Buns is hooping. When he waved like goodbye to all of them, he knew what was going to happen. He knew it was like, all right, you're fucking lucky that I'm not here. He knew what was going to happen. And the Knicks are cooked. I wish that somebody could tell me what Julius Randle does well. He fouls out a lot. He misses a lot of layups. He can't shoot. Terrible from 3. He's left-hand dominant. His teammates know that, and he still is just bad. I don't feel bad. Sorry. Disclaimer, I'm watching the UCL Champions League, and the Phillies are on right now. But I don't understand why he doesn't understand that you're just bad. The Heat are going to win this series, and you can't tell me any different. It happens. Jimmy Butler is tearing down franchises right now. Now, if he gets a chance to play the Sixers, he understands the franchise, but he also understands Joel Embiid is that guy. He would have stayed if it wasn't for, and we will mention his name, Weird. It's going to be, the Heat are going to win. The Sixers are going to win. To the sky. And James Harden's going to have a big part in that. And there's nobody on the Heat that can guard James Harden. Not a single person. He's a floor general. The coaches trust him to be like, hey, make the decisions. What he has, 17 and 10. He had 17 and 10 in the last game, but they were efficient 17 and 10. And then you get Embiid shooting mid-range jumpers. You don't let a man who literally has a tear in his LCL, and for people who don't understand that, a lateral tear means that you can't cut and move. He's like, no, I don't need to do that. I'm just going to pull up. I don't need to. I will jump off my other leg. Fuck it. It is and it looks like he's getting healthier. He took off the brace and was like so for the first 2 games he was wearing a big ass brace. The next game he was like, I don't need that brace. I'll just put on a sleeve. I wear sleeves. I wear sleeves for my own personal reasons, but he's wearing a sleeve to get rid of or help out an injury that he's going to need surgery for when it all said and done. Celtics are done. The Celtics, we're going to win on Thursday, and I'll talk to you about it after that. But the Lakers, everybody counted them out. Shout out to Lonnie Walker the fourth. Hey, if you're the fourth, you get things done when it's time to get it done. 15 points in the fourth quarter. He battled. He was on the Spurs. He had his whole thing. If you want to look it up, he had his whole thing where it's like he's battling with things. 15 points against the defending champions. Just lights out. Lights out. Again, I told you I'm distracted because I'm watching the Phillies and they're doing pretty well right now. And the Lakers are going to win that series. And I mean, how could you count out AD and LeBron, two of the best top 30, 40 players ever to play the game? You're just dumb. You're just dumb. I think it's weird that the Bucks coach got fired after winning a championship like 2 years ago. Yeah, they got bounced in the first round, and I would agree that's coaching. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. You really do. And then the other series with KD and Book, down 0-2. Niggas put N-I-G-G-A-S. Ninjas put their capes on their backs. Put up 40s. And then Jokic was like, yeah, I should have got the MVP. And then tripped up. So it's 3-2. 3-2 for the Nuggets right now. Well warranted. Jokic is the greatest YMCA player I've ever seen in my life. The man is just like putting up floaters, passes to the left, passes to the right. He don't care. Why not? So if you're asking me for my predictions, I would say right now it'll be Sixers Nuggets in the finals. That's all you're gonna get out of me right now. So random time. First of all, I saw the other day a show and it just said Pictionary, and I was like, what? I know it's a game, but it's a show. I saw the guy who played in Family Matters. He was Steve Urkel. I'm not going to give you his name because I don't really care. But I was like, is this an SNL skit? I was like, no. Pictionary is a show. Weird. I could play... Please. You couldn't count on two hands a person that could beat me in Pictionary. If I had the right people, nah. Absolutely not. The Kentucky Derby was last week. They had 7 horses that died. And you could speculate all you want. That's not good. That's not good for the Kentucky Derby. 7 horses died before everything started. That is not good. Maybe they look into it. Maybe they don't. That's neither here nor there. My most random thought is, if you know, you know. You've been to Chuck E. Cheese. It's Chuck E. Cheese. It had pizza and the mechanical dummies and whatnot. And I thought, and I asked my lady, I was like, damn, what do you think the E stands for? We speculated all the time. The E stands for entertainment. Chuck E. Cheese. Why not it just be extra? Chuck Extra Cheese? You missed. Their PR team was trash when they thought about that. Charles Extra Cheese. What? How did you miss out on that? Entertainment? Nobody knows. Chuck Extra Cheese. Shout out to that ball pit. I was dunking on niggas, and if you know, you know. Big ups to the first state. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Much love from the kid. Enjoy your day. Enjoy life. 10-9-8-76ers. Clap your hands, everybody. Philadelphia. Stomp your feet, dickhead.